Welcome back everyone, and it's time to go balls deep. And before you start the shipping wars in the comment section discussing who's better, Sumire or Sarada, I'd like to remind you of the following regarding women's who are queens, of course. Yes, women are queens, so that includes Sarada and Sumire, who clearly want Boruto's heart for themselves. And let's not forget Sarada and Kawaki's relationship, it has a lot of potential too. Anyway, I know some of you think, why do I keep doing videos like this? Oh my god, he always does these love videos.
Why are you gay?
Yeah, I see comments like that all the time. But hey, the women on the channel love it when I do these type of videos. Secretly, I think a lot of you guys out there do too, but are too shameful to admit it. So if you're a hater, then I'm sorry.
Nobody give a fuck what your dumb ass think.
As most of you already know, I have covered Boruto and Sarada's ship 2 years ago, explaining the many signs of their ship. One day I do plan on doing part 2. However, I thought it'd be great to cover Boruto's relationship with Sumire, since it's also a possibility and has support. Also, thank you to Sumitsu6 from Twitter for these articles. They sent them to me on Twitter and it made the video really easy to make. So if you want me to make a video on your idea, follow me on Twitter and tweet at me, message me, Instagram, all that shit. So let's begin with the anime. First, let's talk about how Boruto acts with his other female classmates compared to Sumire. This is so we can point out that he treats her special. Let's start with Chocho, shall we? When Chocho lied to Boruto, he got mad at her, shouted at her, and called her a liar. Also, when Chocho used her jutsu to be skinny, he didn't know who she was and thought she was beautiful. Admitting that someone this beautiful can't be Chocho, fam. So this just proves he's just not interested in her at all. My man is straight savage, bruh. Moving on to Namida, more like not me, duh. When she wanted to stop being a ninja and Boruto found out what she was facing, he was concerned for her, but judging from the calmness he showed whilst interacting with her, it tells a different story. A story that suggests he wasn't even bothered by the situation because you know why.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Like, put yourself in his shoes. If your friend is about to stop being a ninja because we all got the will of fire in our hearts, you would probably be concerned and try to advise them. You would be stressed and under a lot of pressure to help them. And the thing is, in comparison, Boruto was concerned and reckless when Sumire was going through troubles herself. Sumire is stuck on the post office and Boruto, Shikadai and Mitsuki are watching a news report which says that a suspect has barricaded himself inside the building where she is in. Before the broadcast even ends, Boruto is off like the yellow flash and he jumps to the conclusion that the class rep was her. I must save her right now. There is no time. I hope I will make it in time. Shikadai even says to Boruto that it might not be Sumire, but Shikadai is big brain, of course. He remembers where everyone in the class was positioned. He simply mentioned Sumire because he knew Boruto is gonna do some stupid shit because it's his girl, it's his ting, right? He wants that punani. He cares about her so much. This is similar to when Boruto jumped into news dimension without even thinking. He didn't know where he was jumping into, let alone how he would get out. All he was thinking was, I need to save the class rep as soon as possible. Now this was pretty stupid even for Boruto, as he seems to be a lot more level-headed than Naruto was in his childhood. Coming to Sarada, Boruto does treat her special as they have a rivalry, but he wouldn't say in chapter 1 that she should stay single when she becomes Hokage if he had a crush on her, right? If Boruto indeed loves Sarada, Boruto would be imagining his future with her. Although, I'd like to debunk that argument myself, since Boruto and Sarada's ship is really strong. Just as strong as Sumire's, as I've already explained in another video 2 years ago. I'm not taking any side in this ship, fam, because they are both equal to me. Please, you Boruto x Sarada shippers, please! Don't kill me, okay? I'm not taking sides!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
In general, with Sumire, Boruto's demeanor changes. When they are fishing for the eternal carp, the magic carp, right, Boruto is try-harding to get the fish, and when he is about to catch the magic carp because he had no pokeballs and he was struggling with it, Sumire interrupts them, and what does my guy do? He turns his face to her without showing any sign of irritation at all, and he even is willing to hear her out. This is Boruto we are talking about here. He doesn't listen to anyone or any reason at this point in the anime because he was a brat at the time. But then he decides decides to turn a new leaf over this girl? Imagine if it was Namida. He would say, fuck off, you dumb bitch. Why are you here, man? No one wants your advice, you useless bitch. Why are you trying to stop me from catching this fish? Next, let's talk about how Boruto doesn't call Sumire by her name. He calls her class rep as a sign of his respect for her. You might be like, doesn't this blow the wind in the opposite direction for the ship? No. As if you don't talk to someone on a first name basis, you know, the implication is that you aren't close to them. But I got big brain over here, okay? Instead, furthers my point. If you have a crush on someone, that means you won't act normal around them like you would a friend. Because with a friend, you are not constantly trying to impress them. They already know you are degenerate because, you know, you think Konohamaru deserves to be next Hokage. I don't know how you can think that.
Know your fucking place, trash.
Anyway, you pretend you are more confident even though you are feeling like you're about to drown on the inside because of your nervousness. You try to show that you are attractive by being gentle or showing strength. Boruto calls Konohamaru big bro, Kakashi old man, and Hanabi his big sister. Now in Japanese culture, this is obviously disrespectful even though it might come off as endearing to us in the West. Think about it. How are you gonna call Kakashi of the Sharingan, the 6th Hokage, old man? Naruto needs to whip out that belt fam like my parents did when I was a kid. Okay, but seriously though, Boruto is doing the opposite with Sumire, calling her class rep, which is a title with a positive connotation, exclaiming her importance is higher than the other people. The next point is when in the anime, Boruto is about to be caught having a crush on Sumire in the early episodes, if you can remember. Now Chocho is saying, you might as well tell her how you feel, and Boruto is all blushing and being like, what are you saying, fam? So it was clear to the audience that Chocho was actually referring to this dude named Majiri or Magiri, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but since Boruto was clinging to him, he thought his time was up to confess because Chocho was addressing him. Another key detail is how Boruto's expression changes when it was clarified that it was the other dude that Chocho was addressing. He goes from this to this. Now think about it. Why would Boruto get embarrassed or red in the face if he did not like anyone at all? It implies he does have someone in mind who would either be Sarada or Sumire. Anyway guys, if you got to this point of the video, please can you smash that like button for me? Let's get to at least 10 to 20,000, maybe I don't know, let's just say 1 million at this point. Also, can you hit that notification button because we cover Boruto on a weekly basis. We go balls deep style explaining every single little thing about the series. I love the support that you guys give to us and continue to. This way I can keep producing these videos for you. Another point is that just like Sarada, Boruto also trusts Sumire blindly. Call him naive or stupid for believing in a traitor, but remember in episode 14 when Sumire and Mitsuki clashed, Boruto knew her true intentions and what she planned to do. Mitsuki was even about to kill her, but Boruto said, don't even dare son, or we're gonna have to, you know, get our hands up and there's gonna be some problems. He saw Sumire's hesitations when going through with her plan. He knew she wasn't faking her concerns about the class as a class representative, so why is he trusting this girl who wants to cause all this destruction to the village and lie to the whole class? Because he got the feels for that thing, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, the trust Boruto had for Sumire was pure. He understood her circumstance and wanted to help her get away from her obligation to execute the village. This shows that she was someone special to him, as even after Sumire summoned New and tried to destroy the leaf, he trusted her and approved her coming back to the academy. He acted all supportive and giving her a thumbs up with a smile, and this results in Sumire crying her eyes out all over the place as she has now fallen in love with Boruto. Moving on, in episode 137 at Sumire's farewell party, everybody is being positive and giving her their well wishes, but when Boruto gives her a thumbs up, Sumire personally thanks him and tilts her head as if she's seeking his approval. Don't say those dirty thoughts, she wasn't trying anything else guys. But anyway, he is singled out once again in conversation since of course he is the most important. Wanting the approval of your crush is very important, and when they validate something you are doing, it feels great. Inojin also says that Sumire is popular with the guys in a few episodes, which means guys like her. And what is Boruto? He's a guy guys, so this basically confirms the ship. Shut this shit down. Holy shit man, what shit did I smoke before I scripted this? This shit good. So with the signs from the anime out the way, let's talk about the manga. Making a three-way ship in a shonen is basically mandatory at this point. Just look at your boy Asta from Black Clover. Man has a harem with 8 different girlfriends. Watch my video on why Asta has 8 girlfriends by the way. If you really want to get some tips for yourself, I'll put it in the pinned comment below. Anyway, this is nothing new to the Naruto universe, since we know Boruto says he wants to be just like Sasuke Uchiha, and his character is modeled around him and Naruto himself. Essentially meaning, if we draw parallel parallels from the rivalry between Sakura, Ino, and Karin over Sasuke compared to Boruto or Naruto with Hinata, that seems feasible to me, right? For example, in Boruto chapter 19, Sumire asks Sarada, Boruto is pretty popular, isn't he? As he is getting along with her new hot teacher named Akita. Sarada responds by saying, Boruto befriends everyone pretty quickly, where Sumire then catches her off guard by saying, don't you get bothered by Boruto being so popular and might be liked by other girls? So this obviously reminds us of Sasuke and Naruto's traits being within Boruto, as he is popular with the girls and has ninshu down to a T. The writing in Boruto is slightly different compared to Naruto, however. They have learnt from Kishimoto's mistake, where some fans got really angry where Sakura seemed like a complete bitch as she declared Ino as her rival just for confessing her love for Sasuke too. Instead, one could say it's really executed better in Boruto, since Sumire is certain about her feelings for Boruto and confesses it to Sarada, her friend, as she confides in her, right? That's what friends are supposed to do, not respond angrily or being petty for showing your emotion. That would shut the other person down and make things awkward and show that, you know what, you're not mature about shit, blah blah whatever. Sumire winks at Sarada as she loves him, right? And Sarada, being the tsundere that she isn't certain of if she has feelings for Boruto. What should she do in this manner? I mean, just look at her face while she's walking away. She's like, girl, you know, she's got a sweat mark, everything over such a simple statement. Bitch, you're not even looking in front of her where she's running. She could trip or something like my boy Tanjiro. You know what I'm saying? So Sarada definitely got into her feelings when Sumire admits her love for Boruto. You know, she's busy on a mission. She wants to become Hokage at the same time.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
Looking back at chapter 19 when Team 7 visits Katasuke, Sumire shouts at Boruto where he responds in shock and awe. I mean, why would the writer specifically make a call out for Boruto instead of saying you guys? Notice a trend that Sumire and Boruto do this all the time with each other. On top of that, Boruto compliments her by saying he can't believe he's meeting her and she is doing pretty well. In this chapter, there is significant character development for Boruto as a person, because from before, he gained a new ninja way through the lessons Sasuke and Naruto taught him regarding what he did in the Chunin exams. Remember that Boruto cheated using technology and has now come to understand the perspective of his seniors of what he did was wrong. However, as I've said many times, Boruto is exploring the good and bad of technology within society and emphasizing the philosophical message behind what makes us human, just like Naruto's series did. Now in chapter 18, after training with the technology, he shares an intimate moment with Sumire. Since he is injured, she helps him with a curing spray and explains the technology. Now remember, since Boruto is against technology at the time shown in chapter 17, he initially decides not to do the mission with Mitsuki or Sarada, but on the other hand, the manga emphasizes in chapter 19, after he had a closer look of it, he started to understand the beneficial aspects of it and consolidates within Sumire on her opinion. He asks her if she trusts Katasuke and his goal, where she states she does trust him. So later on within the chapter where Boruto sees the dog, the lightsaber, and even other technology, we see that he has gained new perspective due to the people involved. Sumire is included, which underlines the point that she played a role in his decision of how he came to give to Katasuke a chance in the arc. Akita made him understand too, with giving the dog side of the story and her backstory. On the other hand, Sumire just said to him that he should trust them, meaning he holds importance to her opinion and she is included in all the paneling showing that importance. Also, even more foreshadowing that Sumire could be the girl for Boruto comes from Hinata, his mother. This is because Hinata highlights the fact that in Boruto that being a ninja is not necessary for anyone in today's day and age, right? She has literally stated this herself to Himawari and Boruto in a few episodes that you don't need to be a ninja anymore to be successful. The anime has shown that Sumire quit being a ninja but still stays relevant to Boruto's life through the new career she has chosen. So the writers may have set this up to explain that humans choose different outcomes in life, but that could still end up being perfect for each other, as Hinata now claims that is the case, right? Everyone knows the same. Every man grows up to marry his own mother. Sumire is just like Hinata. I don't know what to say because some of you guys are sick. You're literally sick in the head because you guys started shipping this shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Anyway, I guess that sums up the video. That wasn't all the signs that have been so far, since there's so many episodes, right? I didn't include the minor signs. If there's something that you feel like I left out or something big, put that in the comment section below. Also, let me know any ideas you want in Twitter or Instagram. Follow me there. Smash the like button. Thank you for joining me as always, and I hope you enjoyed the video because this whole video was pretty much a meme. And yeah, see you guys. Thanks for the support. Bye.